Hello, my friends. As we all know, the launch of a beauty brand, especially a celebrity beauty brand, can be very loaded. The first impression is very, very important to how the masses feel about your brand and whether they will purchase not just now, but in the future. This past week, we've had two major beauty launches from two major celebrities, Ariana Grande and Harry Styles. Today, I thought it would be really interesting if we picked apart the two strategies that the two brands used and kind of decided which one we think was better. Which one do we prefer? Let's talk about it. Hang tight, we're getting into it right now. The two brands that we're talking about today are Ariana Grande's REM Beauty and Harry Styles' Pleasing. I don't think it's called Pleasing Beauty. I think it's just called Pleasing. Let's start with REM because Ariana's line did launch first, and they've been teasing it for a very long time, which is part of the launch strategy. Ariana started with teasing her brand in a billboard in New York City. That was on September 3rd, and she posted just a photo of that billboard as the first photo for REM's Instagram. On September 9th, Ariana started posting about her brand on her personal Instagram to advertise it to people over there. The first post was this upside down TV video thing that people were just confused, like, what is happening? How is this a beauty brand? It was very intriguing. The next day, she started posting more photos to the REM Beauty account, and also there was a big article that came out in Allure magazine where they interviewed Ariana and talked about what was to come for the beauty brand. All we knew about the launch date at that point was that it was coming this fall, and it was September 10th. So to me, it already felt like it was fall. Technically, it wasn't fall yet, but we knew it was coming sometime between then and December. It's like, okay, all right. We didn't really hear a whole lot about the brand until mid-October. So on October 15th, there were the first hints of what the products were going to be, what the shade ranges were going to be, what the packaging was going to look like. The next big reveal post was on October 28th, where we had that photo that now has been everywhere of Ariana holding like that futuristic looking gun that was the lipstick packaging. The first official product photos launched on November 8th, and then the line dropped on November 12th. So at this point, we had the first sneak on September 3rd, and we have the launch November 12th. It was a very, very, very long lead up with breadcrumb after breadcrumb, adding more, kind of building the hype for the brand. In very stark contrast, we have Pleasing by Harry Styles. Okay, so June 1st was when we first started hearing whisperings of something happening with Harry Styles. Certain news outlets found the trademarks associated with Pleasing. But it's important to note that this wasn't a sneak by the brand. This was just news outlets finding things and publishing them. The brand wasn't yet advertising anything. The first time we saw products, to my knowledge, was on Trendmood. Of course. How does she get these things? I do not know. But Trendmood posted sneaks of Harry's new beauty line on November 14th, including photos of all the products with the prices, and she gives thanks to an account named @LizzieHurst. If you click on @LizzieHurst, there is nothing there. So who knows what happened to Lizzie? Where is Lizzie? Is she all right? I hope she's okay. But we didn't have to wait long because on November 15th, the brand launched. That was it. November 14th, we see the products leaked on Trendmood, and November 15th, the brand launches. They put up a video on Instagram of a video of some rolling waves and some people on the beach, everything in black and white, and then by noon, they had the launch, the line dropped. Apparently, the official launch date of the brand, though, is November 29th, and this was just kind of a pre-sale kind of thing. So that is completely different in that basically the day that they started advertising and posting on Instagram was the day that they launched. So very stark contrast there. And I feel like this was also a really smart marketing strategy in that it's like, oh my gosh, it's here. Oh my gosh, I need to go buy it. Oh my gosh, it's right. And you have to have that, immediate feeling of, if I don't go now, it's going to be sold out and I'm going to have to wait till November 29th in order to get it if I don't get it right now. I actually had that experience of panic. I need to get this because I saw skincare products and I was like, this is something I want to review. I went over to the website website as quickly as I found out that it had launched, which was almost 24 hours later. And of course, one of the products was already sold out, the pleasing pen, when I was able to pick up a nail polish and the other skincare product. But I did have that like reaction of, oh my gosh, it's here, I have to go buy it, oh my gosh. And like, it was like that immediate feeling like I had to get it. So with the two launch strategies, you'll have to tell me what you think, but I personally liked Pleasing's better. I felt like the build up to REM Beauty was dragged out for too long. 2 months for me is too long, over 2 months. By the time it actually launched, I was kind of tired of it. But that's just my opinion. I'd love to know your opinion. This is a conversation. That's what the collective brain of makeup awesomeness down in the comments is all about, is to hear your thoughts on that. So now that both brands have launched, let's look and see what other marketing they're using in order to sell products, starting with their website. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my laptop and look at the two websites and we can talk about them together. Okay, so REM Beauty, let's start there. We have this beautiful picture of Ariana with a space helmet on, which is intriguing and weird. Like, when I see something like that, that does not make sense to me, and it makes me want to look at it longer because it makes me want to figure it out. So I totally get that. It's freaking weird. Vivid dreams, limitless possibilities, explore what creativity means to you. I love that. I think that that is creative and an interesting way to frame the brand. As we scroll down, we see the products. We see the name of the product and we see the price point, and then of course they are clickable, so you can go ahead and see the rest of the products available, and it comes up as a pop-up. So with the eyeshadow palette here, we have all of the different shades that are available, and it talks about each individual shade within each palette. If you want to see the full line of products, of course you can just click on the product and it shows you everything, and then you can click on the different colors and of course add them to your bag if you like. And that's pretty much all we have for the website. This website is very simple. It is very easy to find the products. Of course, the menu up in the upper left-hand corner is another very easy way to navigate the website, which I think is very smart. Ariana did say that they are releasing in chapters, so this is the first chapter, and you'll be able to sort by the collection, or you can sort by the type of products, which I think is really smart. And then, as usual, most websites have an About Us page where you can learn a little bit more, and then at the bottom of the website, you have a place to sign up for email notifications and links to their socials. I mean, it's simple, concise, and easy to follow. Let's pop over to the Pleasing website. Now, the Pleasing website, instead of having a still image, they have this rolling image of the waves in black and white. Whenever there's an image like this that's moving, I always hope that it's not blinking, because I know that there are people that absolutely, it's very dangerous for them to see a blinking screen. So I'm very happy to see that everything is slow moving. There's nothing that's pulsing. I know I've seen that on the About Face website by Halsey, where it's blinking, and that is not a good thing in my opinion. I think it's dangerous, to be completely honest. So as we scroll down, we see the product images, but it's not as clear that these are images that you can purchase from. It's just pictures of the products. But as you scroll down, if you do hover, you see that the product highlights, and then you can see the name of the product and how much it costs, and then you can click to view. And then it's really very similar to Ariana's website, but I honestly like Ariana's just a little bit more, because I feel like it's, you know, everything is there without you having to do anything, where this one you do have to hover in order to see the products. So they may lose some customers that don't realize that, and they just, you know, don't have the attention span and they just click off. As we scroll down, we see all of the different products, and the bottom of the website is very, very similar. We have the email to sign up, we have the contact form, all of that. In the drop down, again, top left corner, everything is very easy to read, very nice and organized. I'm surprised at how similar these two websites are. And I think they're both great overall. I think if I'm gonna nitpick, I feel like I like the moving image at the top of the Pleasing website, but overall I like the REM Beauty website just a little bit better, but it's very nitpicky. They're essentially the same website when it comes down to it, and I like them both. As far as the products go, we talked earlier about how they're both doing drops of selected products that have themes. REM Beauty has an ultraviolet theme and Pleasing has a pearl theme. I think the idea of doing drops is really smart. The types of products that they're releasing are very different. So REM Beauty, of course, is just going the makeup route. They're focusing mostly on eyes and lips with one face product. And then Pleasing is doing 2 skincare products and then nail polish, which doesn't seem to like really mesh. I feel like REM Beauty, like it kind of makes sense that they all go together, where Pleasing, it's like skincare and nail polish, like what is even happening there? But I think the advantage to that is that they're gonna hit 2 different markets and maybe some people that like both. I'm very curious to see whether the branding of the products is going to change for REM Beauty with the second launch, if they're gonna stick with this like space age theme, or if they'll completely change it, kind of like About Face did, that they have a couple of different collections of products that look very different from one another. I'm curious to see where REM Beauty goes next. As far as the branding and packaging of the Pleasing stuff, I'm a little bit confused, if I'm going to be honest, as far as what they're going for. With the skincare, it's clear to see that they are going with that beachy kind of theme, like everything has, you know, a beachy kind of color and a beachy kind of feel, but the nail polishes are weird. I was a little confused. First, my brain went to like lawn ornaments, like those, they're like, it's like a stand and then there's a ball on top that like reflects the sky and stuff. Have you ever seen those? I feel like that's what they look like. And then I remembered some toys I had when I was a kid, the little people. I had the little bus and the little people, and the little people went in the, it looks like little, I don't know. It looks like little people. And supposedly you can remove the little heads if you don't want to hold on to that when you put the nail polish on. You can take the little ball off and just use the regular nail polish. I guess it's a traditional nail polish top if you want to. So with the packaging, I honestly like REM Beauty's packaging theme better. I love the lipstick packaging. I think it is so cool looking. Like I really, really like it. Everything else kind of looks traditional. I don't dislike the Pleasing packaging. I think it looks nice, but I feel like I'm partial to the REM Beauty packaging. I don't know. What do you think? I would love to know your thoughts on which one you like better and why. And then finally, let's talk a little bit about price points. So REM Beauty is priced between $15 and $24 for the makeup products. Pleasing is $20 for a single nail polish. And then the collection of 4 polishes is $65, which I feel like is quite pricey even for indie nail polish. The skincare is $30 for the pen and $35 for the illuminating serum. I feel like they're hitting that like Glow Recipe price point, which I feel like is appropriate. I think that that's a good price point for Harry Styles to go into. I think that he'll do very well there. I'm a little confused about the polishes being so expensive. I'm not real sure about why they went there. Even $15 a polish, I think that would have been a little bit more reasonable. I think 20 is shooting pretty high. But that might have been due to the packaging that he chose. Maybe it was a custom packaging that was very expensive to produce. I think once I get my hands on it, maybe I'll understand it just a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to do a little comparison, and we're gonna award points in 5 different categories. This is just me personally. I would love to know how many points you award each brand and who you think won. So for launch strategies, I definitely think the point goes to Pleasing. I feel like that, you know, drop the stuff on Instagram, drop the products, get people in, get them excited, like, oh my gosh, like freaking out, and like that immediacy. I like that marketing better than dragging it out too long. So that definitely point goes to Pleasing. As far as the websites, both of them are so close. They're both really good websites, but honestly, I'm gonna give that point to REM Beauty. I feel like it's just slightly easier to navigate, slightly easier to find the information that I need, but it's very, very close there. With the products themselves and the offering, I'm gonna give that to REM Beauty as well. It's just more cohesive and makes more sense to me. I I am very interested in the things that Pleasing is offering, but I feel like REM just did a better job of coming out with a cohesive collection that makes sense. As far as packaging, I like them for different reasons. I like Ariana's packaging for REM because it makes sense. It's cohesive. It's all silver. I like the cylindrical look of it. It's pretty. I love the lipstick packaging. It just looks nice. As far as Harry's Pleasing packaging, it's unique. It brings something different to the table. The nail polishes are freaking weird. They're weird looking, but they're different. I've never seen anything like that, and I can't say that about Ariana's packaging, that it's like nothing I've ever seen except for the lipstick packaging. Now, with Harry's skincare packaging, I think it's gorgeous, and it makes me want to buy it. It's beautiful. The illuminating primer and the little balls that are floating in it, I have seen that, and I have owned products like that before, but I think it's beautiful. I think they're gorgeous. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna break from the rules, and I'm going to, well, I'm making my own rules, so I'm not necessarily breaking the rules. I'm changing the rules a bit, and I'm gonna award both brands a point because I like them for different reasons. And then finally, on price point, I have to again give it to REM Beauty. If Harry had stuck with the logical price point that the skincare is at, I think that it probably would have been another tie. But those nail polishes, I personally feel like, as a non-nail polish connoisseur, I used to be really into nail polish, not so much anymore. I'm out of the space. They seem really expensive. So I feel like Ariana's products are even a little less expensive than I think that they could be. I feel like she could have hit that Jaclyn Cosmetics price point, which she seems to be just a tad bit lower than Jaclyn Cosmetics. I think that little bit lower price point is going to be very important for Ariana because I feel like she does have a younger fan base than Harry does. So I think being able to reach to them is going to be great to kind of knock it down a couple of dollars from that traditional Sephora price point. I think it's smart. So the point goes to REM Beauty. So that means, strangely, shockingly to me, I'm gonna say if I had to pick which brand did it better, I'm gonna say REM Beauty did it better, even though I absolutely hated their launch strategy as far as dragging it out. As far as everything else when it comes to the launch, they did a fantastic job. But that's just my opinion. At this point, my friend, it is your turn in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. Well, we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. I would love to know your thoughts. Which brand do you think won this battle? Which brand do you think did it better? I would love to know your thoughts and why down in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you'd like to hang out a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a couple of videos for you right over here to watch. But if it is your time to go, it is no problem at all. I totally get it. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. And mad love to you, and I'll see you in a video very, very soon.